A distinguished honor has been bestowed on the Charleston County Public Library. Here to tell us more is Executive Director Angela Craig. It's great to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We are so honored.
America's Star Library. What does this mean?
The Star Library system is through Library Journal, which is one of the most popular publications within the library profession, and they have been hosting a rating system for some time now with public libraries, and so we have had this honor bestowed upon us this year.
The only one in South Carolina. What was the score?
The score, we are a 3-star library. There are 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars that you can receive based on the statistics that you report to the state library that is then reported to Library Journal.
Let's talk a little bit about that. So what does all of that translate into?
Well, what it translates into for Charleston is that the referendum that was voted upon in 2014 is working, that we have increased our library presence and reach in our community just as we were tasked to do, and that this is a ripple effect of that wonderful referendum in that our reach, our programs, our staff, our collection, our services are now getting out in the community in a different way, and we have been able to reflect that in our stats. This is a result of things that you would see in our libraries. If you have a favorite staff member, this is part of the star rating. If you have a favorite library book, this is part of the star rating. And we report those stats back to the state library, who give them to Library Journal, and then they base their score on those.
Well, congratulations. This is based on data from 2018, so this is pre-pandemic. How have you been faring during the pandemic?
I feel we've been faring very well. I think that we have taken a very slow and steady approach where we have found a way to leverage curbside so that we can have that minimal level service to our patrons. We've also found a way to leverage our Wi-Fi capabilities with our buildings so that if you have a device, you can use those when you can't come into our buildings. And then we have limited services right now because of COVID with building occupancy, and we allow for browsing and a few moderate computer services as well. But we sort of take it week by week based on a health and safety approach, and we make sure that our staff and public are kept safe and that our buildings are a pleasant experience for them.
Now, as a service to everybody, but quite a bit to the student in the Low Country, the fact that so many students are homeschooling, they're doing everything virtual over the computer at home, how do you reach them?
We actually have several approaches for our students. We do have our wonderful L Squared program, where if you are a CCSD student, your student ID number is in fact a public library card. And so you can use your student ID to check out physical items as well as virtual items. We have a very strong partnership with CCSD for after school programs, where we have a feeding program as well. And then we are known as sort of the go-to place for students whenever the schools are closed, when there's a teacher work day. In the summertime as well, we are one of the places that students like to go so that we can continue that fun learning throughout the school year.
That's wonderful. With about 15 seconds left, anything new coming down the pike in 2021?
Yes, we are very excited to hopefully start slowly reopening our buildings and continue to have our services that we have offered to our public. We are very much looking forward to continuing partnering with CCSD, and we are very much looking forward to hopefully having in-person services later this year.
Perfect. Angela Craig, Executive Director of the Charleston County Public Library and a fan of Star Wars. I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all the support.
We're back after this.